Were you wearing glasses 5 minutes ago? What's that target on the top left of your thing? That's like,
I don't know how to take them off though, so that's the issue.
Because I'm a piece of shit.
Yep, you nailed it.
You heard it here first, guys. I'm a piece of shit.
Stop the work and fucking hold for everything.
And this is the Hope for Everything podcast, episode 11. Is it episode 11?
Yes.
Cool. I'm Eric Grisanti. We have Jessica, we have Jake, and we are on Zoom for the 45th time for nobody to watch. And we're just here to make clips that people watch. And
The Aziz I'm sorry shit.
we have Aziz, we got, Mayor of Easttown. We just, a lot of the times we get yelled at, and that's not comforting.
I dig it though.
You like that people hate us?
Yeah, mostly because you see a lot of the same people, so even though they post real crazy shit, they still watch, which is insane to me.
They just come back to see us fuck up even more.
Yeah, they still want to watch. We're still engaging. We're not posting the content they want, but it's the content they're going to view apparently.
Dude, but this girl, there was one lady. I mean, we could talk about it when we get to the topic, but you watched this whole video. You're mad at us because we said something incorrectly. Why are you so angry? And Jessica wasn't feeling the comments. She was responding and shit. I'm like, yeah,
I did respond to one person.
It's a prediction. So what did the girl say? The girl said something. She was like, why don't you guys do research? And Jess was like,
because it was clearly a prediction. Eric was saying it's gonna do this. He didn't say it is doing. Learn fucking grammar tenses.
Well, I've decided that when we comment, we're gonna just put our names next to it so they know who they're talking to.
I wasn't mean.
No, you weren't mean. I'm just the grammatical part, not the grammatical part.
I didn't say anything grammatical. I literally just said it's a prediction.
No, I know. But yours was all lowercase and mine is all I'm putting periods and commas and shit. And I'm like, that's not me.
Yeah, exactly. Be real, bitch.
Most people use too many commas anyway. They think about it in how they say the sentence in their head, where the pauses are in their head. But that's not how you use commas.
I think I'm one of those people.
One-to-one translation.
Yeah, I'm definitely one of those people. One of my friend Joe Bosch, he would make fun of how many commas I would put in a sentence.
My friend Joe Biden.
My friend, we did it, Joe.
We did it, Joe.
We fucking did it. Yo, I know this is unrelated to the whatever. Well, anyway, we're at under 25,000 cases, which is mad cool. I don't know if that's good or not in comparison to.
Is it real?
Is it? Is the number real?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Because I feel like at this point they're just fuck it.
That's also the first thing that came to mind. I'm like, bro, they just want to open up. The only way to get people to be okay with it is we're under 25,000. Fuck it.
But there have been states that haven't given a fuck for the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
And they keep reporting numbers. So
but we had under 25,000 cases and 1 to 0 deaths over here. So I don't know if that means we're just handling it better or what the deal is. It's also summer with a mix of the vaccines.
Summer last year too, with numbers.
They went down.
Yeah, they went way down.
But did they go this low though?
Oh, I don't know. I don't have that right in front. I do remember though, it might have been a little bit after this since we're just at the end of May. I remember for months in a row last summer, we were one of the better states. And I remember this is so stupid because I was looking at Ohio's numbers, which had started off brilliant because the governor did all the right shit off the jump. Mm-hmm. But then everyone in fucking Ohio was like, how dare you try to help me stay alive? And they vetoed all the shit he was doing. And the health secretary retired and shit. They were abused these people who were just trying their best.
Damn.
And doing the shit that was all recommended. So obviously after that, their summer is the exact opposite of New York summer, in that all of a sudden their cases are going up.
Oh, the numbers are getting bad where you are?
No, I don't think I'm talking about last year.
Oh, I
haven't
see, I
looked
see.
at their numbers yet right now,
Well,
but
you're also in the middle of where are you?
Willard,
Jake's on
Ohio.
vacation. Jake's on vacation in a fucking cabin somewhere.
Yeah, in Willard, Ohio. Honestly, it's so nice, but I mean, I absolutely love it in this cabin. But since I'm here by myself and this hasn't been redesigned since like 1970, added to the fact that like one of the very few TV channels I get up here because there's no internet here. I'm using the hotspot on my phone.
Uh-huh.
Is a channel called Ion, which shows
I
nothing.
love
I thi-
Ion.
I think we have Ion.
But I don't watch TV in New York. I like
Nobody
watching it
does.
on my computer.
Go
But
on.
like it is nothing. It is. I was gonna say if Jess doesn't know about it, it's her favorite fucking channel.
All day, every
It's-
day, all day, every day.
Oh, Criminal Minds all day.
Yeah, all day, every day.
All Sunday
Jesus
was
Christ.
Criminal Minds. The entirety of Sunday. Today, yesterday, and part of today was
SVU.
NCIS.
Oh,
Well, SVU came on later. I think they
Yeah,
fucked up their
they
program.
switch it up. Their days are like it goes like all the crime shows. So it's like SVU, NCIS, like you said, Criminal Minds. It just like every day is a different day of all day showing that show.
Yeah, but yesterday.
Which one is Grisham on?
Grisham? I don't know.
Yeah, CSI. The only guy the most popular, the older guy, the guy that everybody loves, the original CSI.
I don't think they show the original CSI on this channel.
Son of a bitch. Anyway,
But-
sorry, go on.
Because it
Ion.
hasn't been like I'm watching like all this murder shit, and this house hasn't been redesigned since like 1972. At night, it just looks like the place where you're going to get murdered. Like
Yo,
all the
honestly, right now, just looking
paneling-
at the black behind you, that's freaking me out. There's no way I'd be able to stay there by myself. It's impossible. No
well,
shot.
there's curtains that I'll
That-
pull at night, but
Doesn't matter to me.
but
It's
no,
not-
like there to get to like the bathroom, there's like a narrow hallway. and
hell
everything's
no, dude.
paneled, and you're surrounded by rooms, and it's just like, oh, this is where someone jumps out of one of these rooms.
Nah,
Yeah.
nah.
Murder
I'm
kill.
putting a
Every-
bucket next to my bed and I'm peeing right there. There's nobody there.
Every night I'm walking out there because I'm in all my music shit's in this room, so I'm in this room forever until I'm like literally passing out. But yeah,
Speaking of buckets, so I was working out the last couple days, and just
what
to,
to
you know, just I was and I was supposed to be on set this morning. Well, I was supposed to do pickups this morning, and I woke up and I was just I just started to throw up. You're welcome. I know you guys don't care about that.
What does
but-
that have to do with working out?
Oh, because I was working out and then I had a chicken sandwich like right before I went to sleep. And I think because of just like
so you think that because you started working out a little bit and ate a chicken sandwich, you vomited? I think
I'm-
it's just the chicken sandwich. Like
I know because okay, so like yesterday was like ab day or whatever. So I did that for like 45 minutes to an hour.
in quotes.
Yeah, whatever.
Eric did like 12 sit-ups over the course of 60 minutes.
No, I didn't. Actually, I have an app. It's called Fitbod, and it tells me what to do. So fuck you. Anyway, I couldn't do any more because I started to kind of get nauseous, and then whatever. I had a friend come over, whatever, and then after she left, I had a chicken sandwich, and I woke up this morning and I wanted to die, and it was for a job with Dakota. So you're welcome, Dakota. Absolutely shittiest day of all time.
Always fucking up those jobs with Dakota.
Yo, honestly, every job that he gets me on is an absolute shit show.
Is
Today,
it UPM?
he's basically a coordinator at this point. He doesn't even like PA anymore. And his jobs are always terrible. He sent me the call sheet and it's like 6 PAs. I'm like, dude, what is this, bro? Like, if there's ever more than 2 PAs, it's going to be an awful experience. So,
Really?
That's not true.
I've had the inverse. I remember when we were on Listen being like, how are we going to do this with only 4 PAs?
okay,
Yeah.
well, that's different. Like, you're on a feature and there's like a system going, but like on a short film or whatever the fuck we're shooting tomorrow, it's probably a commercial or some shit. It's like super confidential. So, of course, I'm
Nah,
going to tell
I gotta
everyone
tell
right
you,
now.
I shot a Walmart commercial and we had about 15 PAs and it was the
Mhm.
smoothest set ever. Well, minus the fact that the coordinator sucked.
So maybe it was smooth, but for the PAs, it was probably a shit job because it normally means that you're just doing fucking lockups when there's 15 PAs and you're doing a Walmart commercial, probably trying to avoid people walking in the way.
No, we were in a studio. So yeah, we did
Oh.
lockups, but like outside, I was sitting outside. So I got paid $250 to
Mhm.
sit on my ass all day. I'll take
Oh,
it.
you were one of the PAs. I see.
Yeah. It was a while. It was a while ago. It was for Carolina, actually, funny enough. That's where I met her.
Lockups.
Yeah,
worst.
the worst.
No one ever listens to you.
Nobody. I just remember Walter freaking the fuck out. We were on listen, and he was
that.
doing lockups outside, and he didn't know what to do. He was like, I was like, yo, Walter, it's fine. Like if they walk by, it's all good. But there was like herds of people walking past him, and
Well,
he
we were
was
blocking
just
like the train entrance. Like, people are trying to.
no, you can't go to work. You can't go home. We're shooting a film.
We are
shooting.
literally, and we're shooting like a thing that probably would be fine if people walked by. To be completely honest,
Exactly, that was the whole
outdoor
point. Even if
shot.
they,
Like, it
Yeah.
would have been.
You got to just sneakily hold up like one of those stupid signs. You know what I'm saying?
oh, I
Those
see.
signs that say
Yep.
like you are by entering this premises, you are agreeing to be on camera.
Well, I don't think we were technically allowed to do any of that. So that was the
But
main
Falray
issue.
told me this story one time that they stole shots in the train station,
Uh-huh.
and he printed out a small piece, like the paper about this big, and put it on the back of his clipboard, and he just
Uh-huh.
held his clipboard out like this against his
Damn.
chest.
That's such a good idea. So we didn't have to
Yeah.
actually speak to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's just jump into it
Is it
because
that bird shit on you?
that is when the bird shit on me. Thank you for not. Thanks for not avoiding that. That is when I got shit on. I got shit on by a bird, and at that point, I didn't give a fuck, and I said it over the walkie. I was like, I just got shit on by a bird.
I would have died.
Yeah.
laughing.
Well, it was probably the perfect moment because everybody was stressed the fuck out. And then I was like, I don't care. So I just got on the mic and I was like, yeah, this is Eric. I just got shit on by, I was like, I know we're filming a movie and everything, but I just got shit on by a bird. And the AD, he just goes, he just completely avoided it. And then Kim, the art person, came over and she just starts laughing her ass off because
That would have been me.
I have shit in my hair, and she just starts to clean me up with whatever the fuck. I don't know. I felt like my mom was cleaning me up.
I want so badly to work in Kim's art department. Like
She's
that.
good.
Oh, I mean, it was the only time I ever worked with her, but like, and I wasn't even technically in the art thing, but having previous experience, they would just call randomly and I'd help them with some stuff. But it was just like one of the nicest fucking people. Like,
Super nice.
sometimes those department heads are not.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Yeah.
And,
Well, I
and
guess
what-
I haven't run into an art head that I didn't, except for that one guy
I have.
that fucking
And-
ditched the set.
and what was she? What were they, Jess? Male or female?
Shut the fuck up.
There we
Shut
go.
the fuck
Art
up.
is almost all female.
Yeah.
And 90% of them, are they the nicest people of all time?
I mean, being that I've worked under almost nothing but women in the art department, and all of them have been kind to me, Eric.
I've never met a kind
It was
art person
it
other
was the
than
only like shitty art dude that I didn't even work for him. It was still on listen. That guy that fucked everything up and then left a weekend.
that guy was sweaty and he was probably on coke or Adderall or something. All right. Anyway, let's just fast forward. We gotta.
I want to talk about.
I know we could talk about this for fucking 3 hours, but nobody has any idea what we're talking about. Well, we set the background. They
So
kinda
are
get
we
the
gonna
idea.
like review all the movies that we worked on that we've been talking about? I mean,
We should, but
I feel like we
listen,
should have people
here's-
on.
we should
out yet,
definitely
so.
review Listen.
It's not out yet.
Definitely when it comes out.
Oh God. Speaking of
should
that, Omri just posted some. It wasn't pro-Israel, but it wasn't anti. I don't know what the fuck.
Let's not get into that.
All right. So anyway,
That might be a bridge too far for our film podcast.
yeah, I'm
That's
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It just happened, and I
too domestic.
okay. I won't do it again.
No international news on this podcast.
Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts on that, so we should probably just stay away from.
We'll do that part two. Yeah,
For our Patreon.
we're Jess and Jake just fight each other over the podcast?
No, I think
okay.
me and Jake would probably agree on the
Okay.
same thing. But
Cool. Anyway, Aziz Ansari, Master of None. This is probably the biggest thing on our podcast. I don't know why, but now we're here. I don't know if you guys watched the show.
I didn't finish the season.
Okay. My
didn't-
first thought is I
episode.
don't blame you. That's my first thought. I do not blame you for not finishing because
Why? You think it's bad?
I absolutely hated this. I hated everything about it.
Huh? Why?
Well, it
Eric's
kind of what'd you say?
Because Eric's just a hater.
one I'm just a hater, but also it kind of goes back to what you and I argued about when we were talking about Jenna Ortega and how your side was, well, they don't switch it up. They kind of keep it the same.
Mm-hmm.
You might actually like this because it's so far from what Master of None is that it's almost ridiculous for me. It's not even it shouldn't even have the name Master of None. It's a completely different show. It's a completely different genre. I don't even consider it a comedy. It has its moments or whatever, but I don't know if you've ever seen the show Easy, but I think Jake has. We've had this.
I haven't.
There's the show Easy, and not that they have like actual actors in the show, but what they do for every episode is it almost feels like when they're shooting a scene, they just have bullet points, and then the actors kind of just go with the flow, and they kind of just make up their own lines. And I feel like that's what this was going for, but they didn't hit that mark at all, because they tried to show like how a relationship truly is, and it's just like you're just watching them hang out for like 2 episodes, and
Yeah.
I didn't really enjoy that. Like at first I was like, oh, this is I like stuff like this where you kind of just like enjoying what these people are doing, but
Mhm.
it became very it just dragged a lot at some point. I was like, it's almost they're trying so hard without actually trying, and it just bothered me.
We should
So
should
go
write
ahead,
our
Jake.
It's just a joke saying we should write our own show based on the exact same thing called Difficult, and then make it actually work better.
That would be- See, I think
Thanks, Jake.
It's
I
to the
like-
same. Was it on HBO? Right?
No,
I
easy-
agree with you though, Eric. Not really. Like in a way where I went into it not expecting the show to be the same. Like I went into it as a different show because I knew he wasn't going to be in it.
Uh-huh.
So I was kind of expecting it. So I actually enjoy it,
Uh-huh.
but I can see where you're coming from.
Like I enjoy when a comedic series or a comedic show does like a serious episode every now and then, because it kind of it like grounds you, and it's interesting because it's not all like fun and games. But this is just straight depressing for like 5 episodes. Like
Dig that.
no, I get it. Like I'm the most depressing person of all time.
Yeah, but I have a question for you. Do you think it was done on purpose? Because I do. I don't like, remember how we were getting into this is Aziz Ansari's like directorial debut, basically. Now I know he's directed before, but it's like him stepping away and being the runner of the show. You know what I'm saying?
I
Do you
see
think
what
it's
he was.
him trying to fix, like
He's
go-
trying to branch out and do something different. I get it, but I think it was a miss. Like I like Aziz. His part in the show, was kind of probably the only time I laughed, even though, it wasn't like very jokey, but and then it kind of just turns because him and his girlfriend are fighting, and it's like, oh shit, like they're trying to show, he's trying to show off his, not his acting skills, but his
his chops, like his
he's trying to
reach.
show off the drama factor.
Yeah.
And I just also Lena Waithe just doesn't do it for me. The other girl, I'm not sure.
Clarify that because it doesn't sound like a great way to leave it. Doesn't do it for me.
I'm sorry.
You know what? Yeah,
Li-
you know what bothered me a lot, I will say,
Go ahead.
is why is my internet connection unstable?
Oh
Whatever.
God.
You know what
We're losing
bothered me a
Jess.
lot? It was the visual aspect of it
You didn't
was
like the
very
4-3?
different. Well, I did notice the 4-3 and I
Did
was
Zack
going to
Snyder,
save it. Yes.
It
I
was
did
a
notice it.
4-3. I'm not watching.
It was in 4-3.
The whole all 5
It's just
episodes were in 4-3.
the way that they visually tell it, like the cinematography does not match the story that they're trying to tell.
So Jake, they do this thing.
Where they film it in 4-3.
Well, yeah, but also
But it switches.
it's a still camera. Like the camera doesn't
Mhm.
move in any of the scenes. It's just the camera's placed. They run through the scene. But I mean, I was also thinking they probably shot this during COVID, so maybe it was like super small crew kind of thing.
Yeah. But there's also, I think they were trying to give you the real life feel to it too, because it was also like, there was also moments where it was like dead silent and it was just nothing happening. Like
I
they were
mean-
just sitting there for like a solid 3 minutes.
I like stuff like that, but maybe in like horror movies where you're just kind of like watching
Yeah.
these people live their lives and then you see something in the background and it's not like a jump scare. You just see it and you're like, holy shit, does anybody else see that?
Yeah, it's a good way in that scenario to like lay down a little bit of suspenseful groundwork.
Right.
Watching
Yeah.
this still thing and noticing details.
Yeah.
I can't imagine it working for like almost anything else.
I mean, okay, so the idea was we have these silent moments to show off like this is kind of what it is to be in a relationship. Like you're gonna have these silent moments, and then it cuts to them like dancing around and just playing around. But it's like you kind of feel the awkwardness in this relationship, and it's and then they fast forward, 5 episodes later. This is after they break up. So Lena Waithe and her girlfriend, they break up, and 5 episodes later, sorry, Jess, if you didn't get that far.
No, you're
But-
good.
The girlfriend has trouble having a baby and has a miscarriage, and she, basically they
I
both
got
go
that
their separate ways. I believe they both get married and have kids of their own. Lena adopts, or yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. We're gonna get killed in the comments for that
Yeah.
one.
Fucking killed, bro.
Did we get? No, we didn't get killed in the we got killed. Whatever. Anyway, yeah. So it does this jump where they are now not together. They're both now cheating on their respective others, and they're more comfortable with each other now than they were when they were in a relationship because they didn't have that pressure. And I enjoyed that part because I feel like that's a
Okay.
real.
Always want to be in an affair.
I always wanted to be in an affair. I mean, I technically was a side piece.
Haven't we
But-
all done that? But
I don't think I've ever. I've never been. It's interesting. I don't know. I don't know how to feel. But anyway, I mean, you get all you
I
get
would
all
get-
the.
it would have been brilliant if you just started crying right there. I would have. This is the best podcast moment we've ever had.
We just the
Eric
th-
hates Aziz Ansari's thing because it makes him feel too uncomfortable about where he's at in life. It's too much
well,
for him.
okay, so that's what they tried to go for, because so there's this like Aziz comes in with his girlfriend, he's like very jokey, and then it turns into like his girlfriend basically shitting on him. She's like,
Yeah.
you never became what you said you were gonna do, and then he kind of does the same thing. He's like, bro, you didn't do anything that you said you were gonna do. I feel like that could have been a lot more emotional, but like Aziz is good, but I don't think he was dramatic good. I don't think I think what he wanted to do the Will Smith thing where you
Yeah.
do those dramatic scenes and it fucking nails you. And
Yeah.
that's not what happened with this at all.
I think it would have
Yeah.
been. It would have undercut it a lot, but it would have been very funny if for those dramatic scenes, especially like for relationship dramatic scenes, just going back to what the fuck was that movie called with Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson?
The wedding? No.
Yeah.
The affair?
No, it was
The honeymoon.
it was something that's like the blank, but
Breakup.
it won like an Oscar, I think, or it was
Yes.
nominated for quite a few. it would be funny as hell if he just like replaced himself in dramatic scenes with like Adam Driver or like some bona fide dramatic actor. Be like, I'll do all the comedy, then we'll just sub in anyone for like dramatic bits.
You know,
Well,
I was watching an interview of Michael Keaton one time,
mhm.
and he said something pretty interesting because he is actually hilarious, but also really good at dramatic acting. And he said that like the comedic actors who can switch to drama have it like they have it so well because they have so much range.
Mhm.
But dramatic actors, it's hard for them to switch to comedy, and some comedians can't always do drama. And ever since he said that, I'm like, you know what? That's actually true, because if you see comedians who can do the drama, they're actually like fantastic actors.
That's why like Mark Maron is really good. That he was also in the show Easy. Like he's a comedian. I can't speak. But he also has this serious role, and it's awesome because you know this guy is this funny dude, but he's taking you in like because he's funny.
Glow as well.
What'd you say?
He did that in Glow very well as well.
I'm surprised you watched that, but
Yeah, it was
that was a
good.
great show.
Yeah.
I'm pissed that they canceled it.
Yeah, Netflix cancels things when they fail to bring in new subscribers.
Oh my god, dude! And
That's
they just
fair.
don't even get me started on Netflix canceling things and fucking.
Dude, they almost
They don't
canceled.
promote shit.
They
Yeah,
almost
like-
that's what happened with Money Heist. They didn't promote it. The first
Money
season
Heist was so good.
the first season came out, nobody watched it. So they made season 2 assuming that it was going to be over because nobody really watched season 1, but enough people watched it where they could just kind of finish it off. And then they finished season 2 as like, yo, this is the end of it. And then mad people found the show somehow, like through the grapevine. And now it's fucking 6 seasons in or whatever.
And with an E too. They canceled And with an E, but they had no promo for that show. But everybody loved that show. They still canceled it.
They do that all the like because they never promote basically anything because their strategy is just we're going to make a million shows and one of them's going to hit. Like I remember,
But they
You do-
promoted 13 Reasons Why till the fucking cows came home.
Bruh.
they do pick and choose. I can't remember what it was, but when Stranger Things came out and blew up, I remember I never saw ads for Stranger Things. I was always seeing ads for like this other show for the first season of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Really?
So I think they thought that was going to be more like a fun pet project than.
Yeah. And then Stranger Things went wild, and then that promotion was everywhere. And then they thought,
Season 3 were all
Yeah.
over the place.
and they
Season 1,
took,
like something I saw on the Netflix queue. Like,
and that's why they promoted 13 Reasons Why, because they thought from that it was going to blow up. And it did. Fair enough. It did.
But 13 Reasons Why is a weird situation because I feel like the reviews for that show every season were just terrible.
So here's the thing. 13 Reasons Why really messed up by forcing the second and third season.
Yeah.
It's a book about a girl who leaves tapes that she killed herself, right? So like the first season is figuring all this stuff out. It was good. It was done a little in a glorifying way. That would be my beef with it.
Yeah.
But it was
think that
good.
was everyone's beef.
Yeah. Overall, it was good and it was impactful. But going to season 2 and 3, and it's a different situation from like You. It's like, no, this is really jumping the shark because the girl was dead. She really did kill herself. And it kind of makes it seem by doing a season 2 and a season 3 that when you do kill yourself, it's not really, there's no finality to it,
Right.
which should be the message. Like if you see season 1, that should be the message you pull from this, because season 1 shows you the effect that her death has on everybody. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like season 2 was just, it was crazy.
when that girl killed herself, anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Season 2 is like, I think it was a school shooting, or season 3 was a school shooting or something like that. They just kept changing it.
Dramatic topic after dramatic topic.
Yeah.
Do we want to hit people with Mayor of Easttown for the next 9 minutes until we get shut off? Or do you
Sure.
think we'll go longer than 9 minutes?
I'm
guess
gonna
we can
say
extend
you
it
can go for
regardless.
it, because
Whatever.
I'm gonna be honest. That
didn't
one,
watch it again.
I actually didn't get to watch it.
All right, you're gonna get killed in the comments again.
It's
So-
fine. It's fine.
We got
Surprised
can
they don't
spoil
have
it.
for me. I just say dumb shit about it, and I haven't watched a single episode.
well, you haven't mentioned that you haven't watched it, and that's the trick. We had
I
We
don't
had-
think they really killed me in the comments. Mayor of Easttown was more you, my guy.
the first thing they said was, "How do you review a show if you haven't even watched it?"
Yeah, but yeah, that's true.
And I was like, I almost wanted to throw you under the bus. I was like, wait, I watched the shit. Why are they yelling at us? What the fuck? But whatever, haters. Anyway,
Fucking
all right.
I think it's because we say review when it's more of like a recap and then our opinion.
That's a review. What the fuck? Fuck these people.
A lot of times reviews have like this was out of 10. Like this is
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Yeah,
So
actually,
should we start?
no, because it's gonna be so arbitrary. I can feel it. That
Yeah.
might make it fun, but like we'll give really good shit. We'll be like Pitchfork, where we'll be like, this album got 3.4 out of 10. Album of 2022. Like
We'll be worse than Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, I like Rotten Tomatoes. All right. Anyway, so the big moment at the very end of this episode was that our boy Robbie was basically he confesses that he killed Aaron.
The people don't know who Robbie is.
Robbie plays Billy
There you go.
on the show, and he confesses to his brother after his brother is kicked out of the house because his wife believes that he was cheating on her. And throughout the episode, you realize that he didn't actually cheat on her. You don't know why he's accepting this from his wife, though, which makes it a little suspicious. And then they cut to a scene where the brother, I believe his name is John, so it's Billy and John. I'm gonna get killed. But Billy's brother,
Aaron's dad.
No, that's the guy who's in jail.
Oh, the other brother.
Yes, there's three
Gotcha,
brothers.
okay.
We got Billy, we got Aaron's dad, and we got the guy who cheated on his wife. So he comes home and Grandpa is sitting at the table and he's like, "Yo, Dad, what's wrong?" And he's like, "I'm just realizing that Billy was mad suspicious that night. He came home and he was washing clothes and this and that and this and that." So he goes and confronts Billy, and Billy's like, "I did it. I'm gonna confess." And the brother's like, just say it to me. I need to hear you say it. And Billy just breaks down. It's a really good scene. It shows off how Robbie is such a good actor. And he just breaks down and he confesses that he's a killer. And I was like, yo, this is actually probably the coolest thing that could have happened. The whole time I'm thinking, do we fucking know personally the guy who's the killer in Mayor of Easttown?
It's
And
pretty cool.
it is, because I'm like, I texted him. I said, dude, if you're the fucking killer, this is like 2 weeks ago. I said, if you're the killer, I'm gonna kill you. And he's like, dude, dude, I swear I don't know. I was like, you're such a bullshitter.
That's why he was like, HBO has me tight-lipped.
Well, no, he said that
would definitely be our podcast because no one would believe us anyway.
What?
Yeah.
If we were like, we got confirmation from the actor.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
that's true.
that he's
They'd
the
be
killer.
like, bullshit.
Everyone would be like, you guys are fucking idiots. Why are you saying this? No one's
No one believes you.
He hasn't been on the show, so everyone's gonna be like, no one knows that.
I know.
Him.
we have to have him on now just to prove that we yeah. I mean,
friend of the show,
Robbie Tan, the killer in Mayor of Easttown. Well, okay, so they set it up that he's the killer, but I don't think he's actually the killer. I think
I was gonna say, are you sure? Like,
well,
no.
Well, I don't think he is, but most people that I've spoken to, they're like, oh no, I'm going with what they said in this episode, which is straight up. He confesses and that's it. And they set up this. So I guess when Aaron's friend and Aaron's ex-boyfriend, they're like rummaging through her old stuff, and they find a photo, and this photo ends up in I want to say the sheriff or the chief, the black guy, the chief.
Yeah, the chief.
He looks at a photo. We don't see what's in the photo. Mayor kind of puts 2 and 2 together on what we're finding out now, which is that Robbie is the killer. And she goes to her best friend's house and she's like, "Where's Billy? Where's his brother?" And she's like, "Oh, they went fishing, whatever." So, and Billy brings a gun. So
That's what I
th-
saw in the trailer.
yeah. So basically, what's happening is Billy is secretly bringing a gun because he feels like his brother is going to try to kill him when they go fishing.
Like
And
that scene from the fucking Godfather.
Basically, yeah. Basically, like he's suspicious of his brother.
Is anything up with the best friend's son? They just kept making it seem like something was going on with him, and they never, at least I didn't see the last 2 episodes, but they never touched on it. Did they mention anything?
The best friend's son.
Yeah.
Who dat?
Mayor's best friend,
Yeah.
she has a son. And they were
Okay.
always doing these like slow camera push-ins on him. So I was like, oh, something's up with him.
Oh, I don't think.
Yeah.
I didn't think anything of it. So basically, my prediction is that Billy's actually covering up for somebody. Either Billy's covering for somebody, or Billy and the brother are both guilty of doing something. And he's trying to. It just seemed like he was covering for somebody because the brother was like, "I need to hear you say that you did it." And there's also a really cool scene. I know I'm jumping around, but since nobody watched, so there was a really cool scene where Mayor visits Zabel's mom because we got yelled at because I kept calling him Zaley.
I known him. I didn't even pay attention to his name the whole show. Literally just kept
Okay.
calling him Evan Peters. So it's fine.
Whatever. Evan Peters' name in the show is Zabel, not Zaley.
I like your name better.
Zaley is a girl's name, and I don't know why that came to mind. I don't know why. I know a Zaley, and she looks nothing like Evan Peters, so I don't know why that is what popped in my head.
To know.
Anyway, thanks, Jake. Well, I was explaining where the name came from. So there's just to finish it off, there's a really cool scene where it's also Chief Carter. That's what we were talking about before. Chief Carter is the guy's name. Mayor goes to visit your boy Evan Peters' mom, Zabel's mom. After he passes away, she goes to say sorry or whatever. And basically the mom like beats the shit out of her. Not beats the shit out of her, but she like smacks her, and she just smacks her around. And it's like this really emotional scene. And it just shows how good Kate Winslet is. And this lady who's playing Zabel's mom, who I don't know.
I thought she showed her chops when they had that conversation in the 3rd episode, I think it was.
The bar?
No, when he was with his mom having dinner.
Oh. Because she was like, "Don't hurt my boy" or whatever.
No. Zabel and Evan Peters and his mom were having like this deep dinner conversation in one of the episodes. I thought she was good in that scene. Like I thought she showed her chops in that scene.
Well, yeah, that's where she was. Weren't they talking about Mayor?
Yeah.
And how he feels
and how
about it?
yeah, exactly.
What were you saying, Jake?
Weren't we talking about the most recent episode? Are we doing a series recap right now?
No, I'm sorry.
No. I was just saying. Go ahead.
Okay. All in all, this was a really good episode.
I'm gonna catch up this week, by the way. Before Sunday, I'll be caught up to go over.
Jake says he's gonna be caught up too. He's a liar.
He's a liar.
I said that in week 4 as well. But
you did. You were like, "Oh man, we got time. I got time." Anyway,
I don't even have means to watch it, so it's definitely not going to be able to do.
I'll send you my HBO.
I have HBO.
Whatever. Fuck you. All right. So anyway,
Ruin my if I watch all of Mayor of Easttown.
to recap, I don't think Billy is actually the killer. I think it's probably the brother, or they're covering for the fucking dad, and the dad who's in jail. I don't know. That's too much. Honestly, I don't really know. Billy's covering for somebody. Has to be somebody.
So out of 13 stars, how many do you give this episode?
I'm gonna give this an 11.
11 out of 13.
Out of 13. Yeah.
I didn't see it, and I'll give it a high thing. I like this. I really like this series. I just haven't been. I've been so busy that I haven't been able to watch it because I was watching Master of None. I'm not even gonna lie, but then in between that, I was like editing and working and stuff. So I was just like, but I enjoy it. I really, really do, and that's why, because it's not something you can let play in the background. Like
Okay.
if I put it on, I'm invested in the show.
That's how depressing Master of None is. Mayor of Easttown is less depressing than Master of None was.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And that's saying a lot. That's where I'm at on that show.
Looking forward to having to probably take up PA jobs sometime this summer.
Okay. So
Last
this
thing
is,
I want to do is be yelled at by some AD on his third job.
or last thing you want to do is watch Kevin Spacey in a new movie.
That's what we call a
Good
set.
segue.
Yes. All right. I don't know the full story though, so somebody's going to kind of have to do research unless you already kind of know. But
I'll find
apparently,
out.
Kevin Spacey is signed on to do a movie in Italy. It's his first movie after all the allegations.
Oh, they don't care in Italy.
They don't care in Italy. Isn't that
No,
where
they
your
don't
boy
give a
Roman
shit.
is?
I think he went to France.
Whatever,
I do
same
want to
thing.
say Italy is like the country that gave the creators of Cannibal Holocaust a pass on killing animals in the movie too.
Yeah,
Cannibal Holocaust is the movie that makes you actually think they killed people because it looks
Yeah.
that real.
Sick and twisted movie, but honestly, my sick and twisted ass loved it.
Because the
I think
fucking all I
I think
remember
it's
is the
one of those
pole up the
things-
guy's ass, like going through his mouth. Kind
It
of
was a
thing.
girl, and it went through her vag and came out her mouth, and she was just like,
that's just like, you have to have some stability in like either lowering her onto that or like, I guess, thrusting the thing through her, because that's how you're like.
But you're more
God.
focused on how they would actually do that in real life.
If it's a super,
it was probably a prop.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying that.
No, no, he's saying in real life.
Oh,
the deaths are so realistic, and it's like that one
But-
took a lot of effort.
Yeah. It's like, is it realistic? Because how the fuck did she get up there?
Like it'd take a lot of effort to get so perfectly placed. Like a head on a pike is one thing, because that's just like, oh yeah, they cut your head off and threw it.
Right. But this was like through her entire body. Like, how did
Yeah.
you perfectly get it
this
through her
movie,
mouth? where
that
it
movie
wasn't?
was wild. It was insane.
Oh, I agree.
Okay.
It was really good though. If they would have took the actual proper steps, but anyways,
Was
Kevin
Kevin Spacey in that
Spacey-
movie?
Yeah,
yeah, he was. He should have been. He is. It's a cameo, first of all.
A cameo. Okay.
Yes, but Vanessa Redgrave. I'm not really sure who she is, and she doesn't really look familiar. But she's no longer going to appear in the movie because he's in it.
Damn. Isn't he like I thought he was like the lead. I thought he was like an investigator for something similar to what he's being accused of. Like
It says Kevin Spacey set for first film cameo. I did see a story like that. I don't know
I
if it was
think
about
it's-
him though.
I think the movie is similar to the situation that he's in. Like there's an investigator on
he's a cameo in this movie, or maybe this is like the greatest trick of all time, and it's a whole movie. And it's actually like researching and proving the shit with him. He just thinks he's acting in it.
damn.
And then like
It says small role as police detective. That's what it says.
And then Borat just comes out of nowhere and you're like, what the fuck is going on here? This guy's amazing.
Did you guys see Borat too?
no,
Yeah. I wasn't a fan.
Me neither.
I just
What?
thought it was like, I don't know.
difficult to do that movie a second time. Like
It's just
The
more
first
of
one
like,
was hilarious, and I don't care what anybody says. The first
nah, first one was
funny.
hilarious.
on
But-
like a whole year's worth of jokes and imitations. Like, yeah, it definitely succeeds. I don't know if I'd like watch it again and laugh like I did when it came out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
agreed.
I think a lot
just-
of it was like not knowing what the hell was going on, but now I've seen the movie, so it's like, oh, okay, I remember this part. Like,
Before we go into a Borat rant. All right, so Kevin Spacey's fucking. Also, there's there's also I saw something where like pretty much everyone that accused him of doing anything wrong is dead at this point.
No, really?
Yeah, Google that shit right now.
I don't think so because one of his accusers was actually young. So
Yeah,
unless
there's like two or no, I know. they
Unless
didn't,
Kevin
die of
Spacey
natural
killed him.
causes.
yeah, not to make this more depressing, but we can die at any time.
I know, but
The walls
Yeah,
are
but-
closing in.
But the
Okay.
odds of like somebody our age dying are so high that
Yeah, but
if,
not
if
that,
they
but-
are dead, I swear he's killing them.
The odds of 4 of his accusers dropping dead in the last 5 years.
That's
is a little
exactly what I'm
strange.
saying. No,
I mean-
Kevin Spacey accuser outraged by new movie role in wake of scandal.
Okay, but type in Kevin Spacey.
That's
Just I don't know.
Well,
whatever-
he's obviously not dead if he's outraged.
okay. Well, not all of them. He's next. I don't know what else to say.
3 have died.
They 3 have died. How?
3.
That's not weird, bro.
I mean,
Kevin Spacey says, this is the headline. The headline is Kevin Spacey says, kill them with kindness, and another one of his accusers dies.
Yeah. No. Yeah. That was he like shot that video, and then that weekend one of them killed themselves or some shit.
Oh, don't make me laugh if they killed themselves. That's not even. That's
I'm not trying to make you laugh.
I know,
was
but
just-
the headline
You're-
is so ridiculous.
You're the one that decided to laugh at that.
Well, because the headline's ridiculous.
I mean, but also if now we're getting an idea of suicide, and so we're talking about like
Right. Like the
survivor
more he
trauma, like that seems significantly more likely than Kevin Spacey going and murdering people. But
it's
like
just I just find that so
that-
strange.
that would be, you know what? That's the movie I want to see him in. I want Kevin Spacey starring as himself, murdering every negative reviewer he's ever got.
But
Did
have
you
you
see
ever
what I
seen
did?
No,
No.
we can't see it.
Oh yeah,
Is that Jay-Z? Is Jay-Z's being
Oh
accused
my
of
God.
the symbol that they were like, Jay-Z is part of the Illuminati because he throws up a fucking diamond.
Yeah, the triangle.
Yeah.
like have you ever seen somebody get accused and then just completely push back the way that Kevin does? Like he makes videos that are basically pushing the buttons of people that think that he did something wrong, as opposed to like a Chris D'Elia who kind of just avoids it, or a Louis C.K. who doesn't really address it at all, or like nobody's head on addressing it.
I mean, he's not head on addressing it, but it's similar in the. Do you follow OJ Simpson on Twitter?
Oh my God.
Hello, Twitter world.
Yeah, it's honestly amazing that he's doing anything like that. But
Well, he can't get convicted. That's why he knows it too. Like they can't convict him. He already got acquitted.
yeah, I mean, he's not going out there being like, "That's right, I'm free." But like, he just posts his one. It's on Twitter, so it's weird that he posts almost exclusively videos.
Uh-huh.
So like,
Because
but he
that's a
posts-
weird place to post your videos, but
Yeah, it's you can post videos on Twitter.
Uh-huh.
But no one goes to Twitter just like, boy, let me watch some 2-minute long videos right now.
yo, OJ needs a TikTok.
Yo.
Like, can
OJ needs
can we
to
be
fall
OJ's
off the
social
face of the
media
earth.
managers? You
What?
think we could vie for that position, OJ's social media managers?
I think
At
I'm in.
this point, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, is there any way that Kevin is innocent? Like
No.
who's okay?
I don't. The only victim I read about was the last one, the most recent, and I don't. It was a similar like. I think it was similar to like the Chris D'Elia situation where it was like pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure Kevin Spacey apologized.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain
Did he?
they confirmed
Yeah.
it and also tried to like,
Gaslight him.
well, gaslight, but like,
Oh, that's when he said he was
black-
gay.
yeah, he was like, well, it's just you're all attacked because I'm gay, and it's like, no, dude, we're attacked like we're against you because you're
Yeah.
apparently a rapist.
But also, you've been around for 40 years and nobody ever knew that you were gay until now.
yeah,
But I also kind of remember him being like in his apology, being like, oh, like to the guy who accused him, oh, I'm sorry that you thought you took it the wrong way. And I was like, oh, how gaslighty. That was
Right.
the one line that stuck in my head of his apology. And I'm like, what the hell?
But then like 3 other people came out and it was like, all right, now we can't even
Yeah.
trust that apology because you did it more than once.
we can't
yeah,
even
yeah.
film that fucking political drama anymore.
Damn.
House of Cards was good though. I can't even lie. I thought
Did
it
it-
was good.
Did it
I had
become
a list of shows that I did not watch.
Was it?
I didn't watch the show.
I accidentally got into it. Like it was one of those Netflix shows that I like put on I watched everything. I put it on and then I started binging it and I was like, oh, this is good. It was
Did you-
similar to Scandal. I did the same thing with Scandal. I just accidentally put it on and then I was like,
Did-
yeah, this show's good.
Did you get as far as the last season when
No, I
the-
didn't. I didn't.
So
I
you
didn't get too
s-
far.
So you didn't watch her take over?
No.
Hmm.
Oh,
you
you're
just-
talking about Scandal?
No.
What are you
House of
talking about?
Cards.
No. I didn't get that far.
Make your place
That-
start with Kevin.
Yeah, so that kind of goes in with the conversation we've had in past episodes. Or it was the Master of None topic. Have you ever seen a show switch gears like that? It was funny. Oh, I guess we don't have to. But somebody in the comments was, I guess they must have watched the show, but they were responding to one of our clips about Master of None, and they were like, not only did they switch gears, but they flipped it, switched it, ran through it. They're like, it's so
Shout
far.
out to that person for being positive, by the way.
Yeah, they actually like had a conversation. Well, that was probably our only positive video because we seemed to know what we were talking about.
Yeah.
I should write a new theme song.
For
Get
Master.
positive comments on that again.
We should just have that song play on loop, and that'll be one of our videos.
Yeah.
Well, I
for sure.
think we're getting close to the point. At least I should see how much time they actually add up to, where the end songs.
And we can do a lo-fi hip hop kind of thing with just all the songs.
Yeah, like it'd be like volume 1 or something. But like I should see.
And it's just the three of us sitting in the room. How long do we have to sit there and do nothing?
Well, I think maybe we should table this to
I'm sorry. We should.
There's
Actually,
this dude
okay.
on YouTube who got a ton of views for just like live screaming himself staring at the wall. Like he was
Dude.
literally just sitting there staring, and people were so intrigued.
That's gonna be us soon
Right.
at some point. If we know that if we find out that it works, that's what we're gonna start doing.
Yeah.
dude that
Um,
dresses up as a gecko and gives advice. And he's going on tour. Maybe we can get him on our podcast.
does he know anything about films?
I don't know. He probably does.
Do we know anything about films? Anyway,
We at least
Um,
at the point where we've worked on films, but
that's true. We get some credit. Okay, so
We-
anyway,
talk any of those technical details.
what we mentioned aspect 4:3 ratio.
Yeah,
4:3.
only because we hate it.
Yeah, I really did.
I still don't understand why they did that for the
It-
show.
It's because he's doing a nod, like an ode to old school
who, bro?
television.
Nah,
that's
I saw it
why.
as lazy. I was well, not lazy. Whatever. Anyway, we're done with that.
We got
You're
like
f-
5 minutes, I think.
Okay, your favorite boy, Jess?
Evan Peters.
Nope.
Michael B. Jordan?
Your illegal boy.
Oh, Timothy Chalamet.
Your boy Timothy Chalamet. He's playing.
Now he
He's
just
legal
was
now.
for several years.
He just was illegal when Jess liked him.
That's not true.
Oh, all right.
Did you
Call
like
me a
it?
pedo on the podcast.
Did you like him and Call Me by Your Name?
Wrong answer. Wrong answer, Jess.
No, but that, I was thinking about it too when you were like yelling at me for saying Leo was in his prime in Titanic.
Uh-huh.
He was. I was young. Like I was young. That's allowed. Allow it, man. Allow it. Go
Yo,
away.
people were pissed about us talking about how Kate Winslet was American in Titanic.
Also, see, I was right. You
Yeah.
fuckers.
Yeah, a weird thing that she, for some reason, went to England from Philadelphia. I did look that up. But also, she is British. Like, why not just have her play a British part?
Well, especially in that movie.
Why you're departing from the UK? Why?
Yeah,
have a-
that
we have a
movie
very
does make
talented-
sense, but
We have a very
told you.
talented British actress. She's got to play someone from Philadelphia.
They do that to Kaya Scodelario too. She always plays Americans, and she's
That's an insane
super
name
talented. Yeah,
that I
it
don't
is.
want to pronounce.
It is,
but-
but she's talented.
Timothy Chalamet, he's playing Willy Wonka in an origin story, and I think I love it.
I think I love it too. I think he's got
Honestly,
the chops.
I didn't realize that I wanted an origin story for Willy Wonka.
Until this was announced,
And I was like, you know what? I'm all in.
dude.
That's a hell of an actor playing an incredibly
Because-
weird role. That's everything I want is talented
Yeah.
actors doing weird shit.
But also, it's like depending on like what route they go, because I always remember that one scene from Charlie and the
Charlie.
Chocolate Factory when he, good day, sir,
Yeah.
and he just
Oh, yeah.
fucking
Reading
Like-
off my friend Dave every now and then just randomly shouts that at me. The
because
whole
it's
quote because it's a brilliant quote and he has it memorized for some reason.
Yeah, because it's so fucking. That's one of those things where that's like what Aziz wanted to do, and it blew over. Like this whole movie, it's a fun, loving movie, and then you have this really dramatic moment that like takes you out of it, but also pulls you in at the same time, and that's what happens in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So,
Is it kinda
assuming
sad that's the only Roald Dahl adaptation that worked.
of any of his stories, what
Unless
were the
the-
other ones?
The BFG, which was more recent and that didn't do too well. Big Friendly Giant.
Was that with the Lord of the Rings
I
dude?
don't know who was in it. I mean, he writes children's books.
No, what's his name?
So-
Ewan McGregor is in it. Did I make that up?
Ewan McGregor. I'm looking up real quick.
Pretty sure Ewan McGregor. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. Most likely wrong.
No, I'm wrong. He has
Always
one
wrong.
really good one. It's James and the Giant Peach.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I was right when I said that about Charlie and Chocolate Factory. I thought that maybe he did James and the Giant Peach.
Dude, I kinda
James and
wanna
the
watch
Giant
James and the
Peach.
Giant Peach.
Yeah, you just did that to me, Jake.
Yeah, but Roald Dahl was like the child author of my him and Shel Silverstein were like the shit that I read growing up. And the Chronicles of Narnia. I don't know
Was
why
that-
I was getting those books.
That was Roald Dahl?
No. I'm saying
Oh.
I'm now just ranting about what I read as a child.
I'm not
Great.
a Chronicles of Narnia fan.
Neither am I, but
You
I
just
know
read
I
it.
read it all.
It's basically the Bible, but a different story. Okay.
It is the Bible.
Lord
Lord of the Rings is significantly better.
Timothy Chalamet, thoughts. Everyone is
I'm
everyone's
game. Yeah, I
I
Bro,
thought you
he's
said
great.
I thought you were saying I'm gay. And I was
No,
like, what?
said I'm game. I'm
You
game.
could ask what our thoughts were.
Well, I'm feeling pretty gay. All right. So I'm down for Timothy. I don't really think I've ever seen him in any other movie at all.
I can't wait to see Dune. You know, it's coming out
that
later
does look-
this year, and it was supposed to come out last year. So
That
I'm
does
hoping that all they did was fine tune it in the whole extra year that they got in the editing studio.
uh-huh.
But
Yeah, I'm with you, Jake. That's something I want to see too.
Same. All right, we're all on the same page for that. Can we? I know we have little time, but fuck it, we'll just go a little over again. I know we do this every time, but
it's fine.
did you guys watch Army of the Dead or not?
No,
Okay.
Nope. And my friend asked me about it today. I was like, no, I haven't seen it.
All right. So then,
what's weird is that I knew more about it than you did based on our text.
who, you and I?
Yeah, well, in the group chat when
Whoa.
Jess was like talking about Chris D'Elia.
Oh yeah. I had no idea.
Like I didn't know he was.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did know more. 'Cause then-
Taro placed him.
Yeah, but then I Googled it afterwards, and they apparently I guess they filmed the whole. When you say replaced, they filmed the movie with him in it,
Yeah.
and then they.
And then they
I don't-
played every part of it without anyone else around her.
That's
Which
why
is-
I texted it in the group chat because there's like a whole big thing.
Dude, but that's crazy because I hadn't watched it knowing that part
Yeah.
until after my roommates were just watching it, and I'm looking at her in the scene, and I'm like, there's no way anybody can tell that she's not
No,
actually
like,
there
I've
with them.
seen scenes like
The
it's-
headline was literally like Zack Snyder it cost like $1.1 million and Zack Snyder says it's worth it or something
Yeah.
like that.
But why is Zack Snyder willing to spend that much money to make the CGI look good or whatever the fuck to make this look good for that, but he won't pay the money to make it look good on any of his other movies?
Well, that's studio. So the
That's
studio
true. That's
let
true.
him do that. He's a director, and he's apparently a very controlling director, but he doesn't control the purse strings to.
Yeah, that was a dumb question. Why is Zack Snyder not paying out of his own pocket to
Yeah.
provide these things?
Batman v Superman look better. Also, I watched Batman versus Superman recently.
Uh-huh.
It was like on HBO, like the literal channel.
Yeah.
It has so many opportunities to be a good film. It just
Yeah.
neglects
Trash.
all those moments to make a turn for the better. Like I keep watching, I'm like, this is a good setup, a good scene. it's well done, and then they do something. And like it's every like 20 to 30 minutes, just like everything lines up to be a really well done scene, and then
Uh-huh.
it happens.
And they blow it.
Yeah, they blow it. Either the script's bad or like they just choose some weird segue, and you're like, why'd you take me out of that? That was good.
Yeah. Well, because they used it to like set up the whole other series. But whatever. Before we even like go on that
Tangent
rant,
of Zack
Um,
Snyder, and then
whatever.
we have to talk about him for 5 weeks.
we'll finish
Do we
Army
want-
of the Dead. Jess was right. The musical number at the very beginning, it was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
It's like-
that's it. Yeah, so it did. So, like, it came on. It like Netflix. I have this thing where I just randomly click Netflix shows to let them play in the background.
Yeah.
So I clicked it. I'm letting it play, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" And it was just like on, and it was a fucking musical. I'm like, "Is this really a musical? Is that really how this is gonna
So
go?"
Jake, they're like introducing all the characters and whatnot, and it basically just starts out like, yo, we're killing zombies. And it's basically what you would expect from James Gunn making the Suicide Squad, the Suicide Squad movie. It's just it's like musical number and them just like killing zombies and killing villains, and he basically tried to do a James Gunn movie and failed. I think James Gunn probably would have had more fun doing this movie than Zack Snyder.
I was just confused. Like nothing else was musical that I saw
I mean, it was just to introduce the characters. It tried to set the
for
tone
20
of like,
minutes.
I mean, it wasn't that long. It was.
Oh, come on.
It was.
It's a 2-hour and 30-minute movie, so I've heard.
Okay. It was pretty long. I'm gonna be honest.
It was a long ass musical number. Like it was a long.
That was a 20-minute segment, and just like, well, they have the room for it.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so many characters, and there's so many like pretty much everybody just dies to save the world, and it kind of got old after the third person did it. I was like, okay, so everyone is just this amazing person. Everyone is willing to just die for the well-being of everyone else.
Yeah, man,
No,
you're alone on this.
no,
You're the one who's not willing to die right now for the betterment of humanity.
dude, I'll kill myself right now for everybody.
Ah,
Damn, I'm sorry, that was too much.
on screen, Eric's death.
The coloring, you get what you pay for from Snyder. Literally, I don't understand. There's just no way this guy, he just doesn't like color. That's it.
So just like a bluish gray again.
I don't think it was bluish gray. It was a little more color than normal, but it was still just like he's trying to have this not happy go lucky movie, but he's trying to have, I don't know. It might
His version of like popping color, basically.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I want to make Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland, and it's like, but you're still Zack Snyder, so you can never to that much saturation.
Basically, and Batista, Dave Batista, former WWE wrestler, he was your leading man, and he's not a bad actor. What'd you say?
I read that he fucking loved working with Zack.
I think Batista is I was gonna say he's just kissing his ass because he wants more roles, but he's a pretty big name at this point where he doesn't really have to like.
Yeah, Batista's pretty huge.
Yeah, he's not Rock, but he is like, you want a big ass guy on your set?
Yeah,
You get Dave.
he's saying he doesn't want to do Guardians of the Galaxy anymore. He says that's his last one.
That's fine.
Yeah, no love lost.
Okay. Well,
They honestly they wrote that character poorly in the second one. In the first one, it's great, and then the second one they make him just an absolute idiot. And I get that he spoke like in the first one, he just doesn't understand like subtlety.
right.
Like, it's all literalism, but it at no point is like, oh, he's also just the biggest fucking idiot of all time. But in the second one is like, what if we just took that and made it, he is in fact the biggest idiot.
Well, I think Thor 2 was was Thor 2 the one where they kind of just went off the rails and they were just like, this is just a comedy? Oh, was that was Ragnarok?
Yeah. Thor 2 is the one with, I don't know.
Oh, right. Why did I
The
mention
movies
Thor?
are not that good.
Well,
but
I mean,
Ragnarok was
Ragnarok was
because
really good.
Taika Waititi is great in a general sense.
Oh, speaking of that, damn, let's just add that to the. Okay, so we're just. I know we're gonna go over.
It's over, but
Whatever. Fuck it. I mean, is it that important? Probably not.
I don't know. Go for it. If you don't care about time, I don't care about time.
All right. So to wrap up Army of the Dead, it's trash. It doesn't even deserve a clip. If you stayed this long, I'm sorry that we gave you nothing on this movie. Don't watch it. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
What's his name? Tawati Tatiti? Tawati Tatuti?
Taika Waititi.
Say that again.
Taika.
Taika Waititi. He seems to be in a loving relationship with two ladies on set.
Oh yeah.
He's making out with his wife and I believe, or his current girlfriend, and I can't remember her character from Thor. She was the love interest from Creed, also. Damn, I can't remember her name.
So, but basically, he's just living his best life.
Living his best life, but everyone's just very confused because it's just such an odd situation. So basically, there's pictures and videos of them like sitting on a bench, and
He's Polly.
Yeah, probably.
Probably it was just
Does not surprise me at all.
Yeah. I mean, he got divorced with his wife, and
you're a guy that thinks outside the box. Like, would not be surprised and be like, oh yeah, and I just also want to date multiple people.
Well, I think it's only interesting because they're filming a movie and he's making out with one of the actors that's in the movie and his current girlfriend while they're just like hanging out at this like after party, and everyone's flipping their shit over it. Not in a bad way. Everyone's just like, what the fuck? Because it's such an odd couple. Jess, can you Google who I'm talking about? The girlfriend, I don't think she's anybody.
I have shit I need to get.
What'd you say?
Jess is like, I have shit I need to get.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Oh my god, it's almost 11. Okay.
No, it's okay. There's other people. Don't worry.
Oh, Jess has got a plan. Jess has got people.
Yeah,
Also,
I don't know how to Google this girl though, because I don't know.
If you type in his name,
Taika Waititi thruple. That's
yeah, you'll.
We are
find
running out of time though. That has nothing
It's
to
all
do
right.
with me.
We'll finish before that, and then.
No, Rita Ora comes up when you type
Okay,
his name.
there-
Tessa
yeah.
Thompson
Is it Rita
Yeah.
Ora?
Rita Ora. There
and
you go.
Tessa Thompson.
Tessa Thompson is his girlfriend, and
Rita
Ora-
Ora is his wife.
no.
Dude, just the other person he's making out with.
Oh wait, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Rita Ora is the white lady.
Tessa Thompson spotted
Ora
kissing
is-
new man after Rita Ora. So Tessa Thompson and Rita Ora were hooking up. And then, whoa, he's kind of good looking though.
Yeah,
Really?
Taika is.
He's a good-looking Australian man.
Yeah.
He's this silver fox. I made that joke last episode. I was only going to talk about silver foxes.
Jess has
I
problems.
think he's like 10 years older than us.
It's
Is he
fine.
really?
He's silver though. He's got silver hair, so I can call him a silver fox.
I guess that's true.
Anyway, I got shit for saying that I wasn't attracted to. Wait, is Rita Ora the white lady or
Rita Ora.
You don't know who Rita Ora is?
I'm trying to hold on. Rita Ora.
She dated Rob Kardashian.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Rita Ora. I'm not a fan.
Not a fan of Rita?
Nope.
Well, I'm not a fan of you, bud.
Wait, am I? Okay, Tessa Thompson is the black girl, and Rita Ora is the white lady.
I hate to like be this person, but does anybody actually care?
Yes, literally everybody was talking about this. Do I really care? I thought it was cool. This
I
guy's the
don't
man.
think anybody cares about Rita Ora.
Oh no, nobody cares about Rita Ora. I don't know who Rita Ora is, and you just got
You
mad
know,
at me.
He's a musician.
Okay, well, I like Tessa Thompson.
Well, I like this guy. He's actually like legitimately a silver fox.
He's the director of all the Thors, or just no? He's the yeah, right? Thor.
I don't
Oh.
know. I
Oh,
have
he
no
He did direct
idea.
all the Thors. No,
He directed the one that was really good. He directed Ragnarok,
Yeah, he
which
directed
was
Ragnarok and other shit. Also, I do for the third time just have to say Rita Ora isn't white.
Oh, she's not white at all.
Yeah.
Oh, did you say that?
Yeah.
No, I didn't say that. Did I
No,
say
no,
that?
no. Eric said that.
Oh,
Then I kept being like, no, she's not.
I
Oh,
didn't
I'm
hear
so
you say
sorry.
that at all.
All
Yeah,
right.
she's
Well,
definitely
'cause-
not white.
Okay, because I wasn't looking at these pictures. I was looking at just the picture where they're making out, and she just looks like a white lady from afar.
Oh, yeah, I mean, she's not like an incredibly dark skinned person. But
Well,
like,
no, but now that I'm looking at her, I wouldn't. I'm like, she's white passing. No.
I guess that's a conversation for the Patreon.
Okay, no more of this. All right, cool. So congratulations to
To Rita Ora.
not Rita Ora. Yeah,
Tessa Thompson.
honestly, who gained the most out of this situation? out of these three, the least attractive one is Rita Ora, and that's not to say Rita Ora is ugly, but what I'm saying is, Taika Waititi and Tessa Thompson.
Taika, Tessa, Rita.
I'm fucking Taika.
Yeah, dude's hot, and he's also talented. Can't pass up that.
Yeah, but
comment.
sometimes he looks creepy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. When
I'm
he's
gonna be
he
honest.
needs to not have his mustache. If he has his beard, it's cool. But if it's just the porn stash, I'm not
Yo,
with it.
It really is a weird looking.
hmm
I don't know if you can see that. In
Well,
your,
I've been scrolling through his Google images this whole time.
I'm gonna be honest. If anything comes out about Taika anytime soon, I wouldn't be surprised if I wouldn't be surprised if he was forcing these two women to to make out.
Don't say that.
All right. Clearly, in the video and the picture, they're not being forced to do any of that. They're having a fun time. And I'm
You need
sorry.
to take us out before we get screwed because
That's also true.
All right, I'm taking
we
us
have
out.
no time left.
Hour and
Whatever.
20-minute episode.
Whatever. You guys can cut some shit. Somehow, last time we went over and it was only an hour and 3 minutes.
As I cut a lot.
Damn.
I'm
All right. Well, work your magic. We talked a lot of bullshit in the beginning, so it's fine. All right. This has been fun. Hopefully, well, Jake's not gonna be here again next week. This fucking kid. I can't.
Well, if you guys want to film on Thursday,
No. How the fuck would we our episodes come out on Thursday, Jake?
come out.
They
on
technically
Friday.
come out on Friday.
Yeah, like we've had 2 episodes come out on Thursday.
Well, Jess, are you saying that this is not coming out tomorrow?
No, it will. I'm just saying that. Well, technically, they come out on Friday.
Whatever. You said that last week and it came out on Friday. So
Yeah,
I don't trust
exactly.
anybody.
Exactly.
Well, let's try to have this out on Thursday, everybody,
I just
because
want to be in the studio with Robbie when we have him. I know he's not going to be in the studio, but I want to be there.
I know. Well, I mean, we might just
Well,
have
we
to.
should have Robbie after it finishes.
But that's next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the next episode.
Yeah.
So if you made it this far in the episode, hopefully we'll
No,
have
what
Rob-
I'm saying is we should have Robbie on after, like, we review the finale.
Oh, so one
And then
episode
we-
will be the
yeah.
finale, and then okay, I dig that.
I dig that too, but would we be? All right, we could talk about this another time. But hopefully, in the next 2 episodes, we have Robbie Tan on, who is apparently the killer in Mare of Easttown. That's pretty cool. Sorry to all the mistakes that we probably made this episode.
I
I kn-
apologize to those fucking people on the internet.
I'm-
They have nothing
Right.
better to do.
nobody got this far in the episode, Jake. Everyone stops watching after the first.
You know it. Just
What'd
roll.
you say?
We're going to get comments, and you know it. Just roll it.
All right. Thanks for listening again. This is episode 11. I don't know how we got this far. Neither do Jessica or Jake. And hopefully we're in the studio soon in person. And
Studio. The
yeah,
fuck?
that's our studio. Or do you not live in a studio?
No, not at all.
Yeah, the studio would be her bedroom is not separate.
Oh, you live in a 1-bedroom.
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully we're in the. But studio sounds so much cooler.
Yeah, I know, but don't front like you are something you ain't.
I mean, we're fucking sitting here on Zoom for 4 episodes in a row. We're clearly. What are we front?
Yeah, we had a view high on that Aziz clip. We're doing all right.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
literally,
we're
and
good.
that was when we were in whatever.
140.
Damn, I'm getting rushed out of here.
Well, it's gonna just end on us. That's why I'm saying.
I'm gonna go to the very last. No, okay. Thanks for coming. We're here. We'll be here next week and the week after that and the week after that, and we're not gonna stop until we annoy the shit out of everyone into not watching anymore. And we're here for
To break that pencil.
I know I was gonna, but
You did. Why though?
leave a
Right?
nasty comment on our videos again, and this will be you. Okay. Thanks for coming to the show. Goodbye. Good night.
What's up, bitch?